is it just as simple then, based on, again, while you're just on the speculation as to why? I mean, is it just because he didn't want to do this to Earl Bruce's grandson? Is that essentially what it is? Because it's not like as if you can't get another wide receiver coach to win 73 out of 81 games, right? I mean,
right. Now, I've been asked that question a bunch, and that's literally one of two questions I would ask Urban Meyer is, why did you keep him? Because you know of what happened in 2009 when he first brought Zach Smith on his staff at Florida. That's because of Earl Bruce. He has said Earl Bruce is the second most important male in his life behind his father. That makes total sense. He was a grad assistant. He then left and went to Marshall and Temple. Meyer returns to coaching in 2012. He hires Zach Smith as wide receivers coach. Obviously, that was because of Earl Bruce. But then once these domestic violence issues surface again in 2015 and Courtney said actually 2014, then why do you keep the guy? Because you can get 1,000 guys. You can get, heck, you and I could coach Ohio State's wide receivers, and they'd still have the same production. He wasn't this unbelievable wide receivers coach, so why do you hang on to him? I asked Courtney that. She says, again, this is her opinion. She says Zach, not her opinion, but she said Zach told her that if this ever came out, and he went down, he would take everyone down at Ohio State with him. Is that an empty threat? Does he have actual information that could damage the program? I don't know. I asked Courtney, and she said she doesn't know specifically what he was referring to. Was that an empty threat? Does he legitimately have some things? I don't know. Maybe that's one reason he would keep him that long. I just find it hard to believe somebody with the success that Urban Meyer has had would risk his career just because this was Earl Bruce's grandson, and this was the second time they've gone through this domestic violence issue.
Well, Brett McMurphy here on the Rich Eisen Show. I mean, unless Urban didn't think he was putting his career on the line, keeping him there. I don't know. You know,
yeah,
I mean, again,
that's a possibility. That would. So what you asked me would if I had two questions to ask him, that would be one. The other one would be, why did you deny that you knew about it in Tuesday's press conference? Because that was, at Big Ten Media Days. Because Monday I reported about Florida and that Courtney had been received a protection order. Zach Smith was prohibited from contacting her for the next 5 years. That had not been previously reported. I got that information from simple public record request. I reported that Monday morning. Ohio State said, we have a no comment. 5 o'clock Monday night, I reported the 2015 incident with the police report I had obtained. It was not public information. 50 minutes after that, they fired Zach Smith. Tuesday at Big Ten Media Days, Urban Meyer is asked about that. Urban says, I don't know why someone would create a story like that. I'm thinking to myself, I'm the one that created it because I've got the police report in my hand. He said he looked into it. There was no information. And so when I asked Urban directly later on Tuesday, I said, you said 2009 didn't happen. You said 2015 never occurred. Basically, I made up the story. Then why did you fire him 50 minutes after I reported it? The school had no additional information from my previous report Monday morning. So what changed between when I filed the second story and then your decision to fire him? His direct quote was, that ship has sailed, and he then said he would only discuss this year's team.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.